Imagine kingdoms lost to time, civilizations that once thrived yet vanished without a trace. Today, we explore 100 fascinating facts about forgotten kingdoms, uncovering their secrets, innovations, and stories hidden in history. From desert empires to cliffside cities, prepare to journey through worlds long gone but never forgotten. Chapter 1. Long before modern maps, the kingdom of Saba thrived in what is now Yemen. Their wealth came from controlling the incense trade, with frankincense and myrrh considered treasures as valuable as gold. Ingenious irrigation systems allowed crops to flourish in desert lands. Archaeologists have discovered massive stone walls and temples, showing advanced engineering skills. Imagine traders from Africa, Arabia, and India converging, exchanging spices and stories. Saba's silent monuments whisper tales of power, devotion, and the clever science behind desert survival. Chapter 2. In the heart of the Amazon, the forgotten civilization of Kuhikugu once thrived. Complex networks of roads, bridges, and farms reveal remarkable planning. Scientists used satellite imagery to uncover geometric fields and structures beneath dense forest canopies. The people developed sophisticated farming methods, including soil enrichment using biochar, making the land fertile for centuries. Their culture vanished under European contact. Yet traces of their ingenuity remain hidden beneath green canopies. Kuhikugu's story teaches us how nature and human science intertwined long before modern technology. Chapter 3. The Indus Valley civilization astonished the ancient world with urban planning and hygiene. Cities like Mohenjo-daro had grid streets, sewage systems, and water wells, centuries ahead of European counterparts. Archaeologists study baked bricks and drainage to understand their advanced engineering. Their mysterious script remains undeciphered, hinting at lost knowledge. Trade extended to Mesopotamia, exchanging beads, metals, and ideas. The Indus people show how civilizations can rise with smart planning, water science, and innovation, leaving hints that continue to puzzle historians today. Chapter 4. Great Zimbabwe. In modern Zimbabwe, once dominated southern Africa with its stone architecture. The iconic Great Enclosure, built without mortar, stands as a testament to engineering genius. Gold trade linked the kingdom to Arabian and Asian markets. Scholars believe the city's walls were both protective and symbolic. Intricate patterns of stones reflect cultural storytelling and scientific understanding of weight distribution. Though abandoned, Great Zimbabwe whispers stories of power, wealth, and knowledge lost to time, proving how ingenuity can leave lasting marks on landscapes long after humans depart. Chapter 5. The Hittites of Anatolia mastered ironworking long before neighboring empires. Their innovations included chariots that revolutionized warfare. Texts on clay tablets describe treaties, laws, and scientific observations about astronomy. Archaeologists marvel at their fortified cities and advanced metallurgy. By combining strategy, science, and diplomacy, the Hittites controlled trade routes for centuries. Their kingdom eventually faded, yet their discoveries shaped future empires. This shows how technological innovation and careful planning can elevate a civilization, leaving traces that historians and scientists still study today. Chapter 6. In the dense jungles of Cambodia, the Chenla kingdom once flourished before Angkor. Terraced rice fields and reservoirs reveal advanced irrigation and water management. Temples carved with intricate figures hint at religious devotion intertwined with knowledge of geometry and astronomy. Scholars examine soil and water techniques to understand how agriculture supported large populations. Trade networks connected Chenla to China and India. Though largely forgotten, Chenla demonstrates how human innovation can blend with environmental science, leaving legacies hidden until rediscovered by explorers and archaeologists centuries later. Chapter 7. The Nabateans carved their kingdom directly into desert rock in Petra, Jordan. Ingenious water channels, cisterns, and dams collected scarce rainfall, showcasing early desert engineering. Their trade caravans controlled incense and spices across Arabia. Petra's rose-colored cliffs tell stories of wealth, culture, and survival against harsh desert climates. Archaeologists marvel at their urban planning and hydraulic systems, revealing a combination of architecture and science. Centuries later, Petra's silent streets echo with whispers of ingenuity, reminding us that forgotten kingdoms often mastered nature in ways modern engineers still study. Chapter 8. In the highlands of Peru, the Wari Empire emerged centuries before the Incas. They developed terraced farming, irrigation, and road networks that allowed food production across steep mountains. Textiles reveal artistry combined with understanding of fibers and dyes. Scientists studying soil and crop rotation uncover sustainable farming methods. Wari political influence extended across valleys, demonstrating how science, strategy, and culture intersected. Although overshadowed by the Incas, the Wari kingdom's innovations shaped Andean civilizations, leaving a blueprint of survival and organization in rugged terrains that still fascinates archaeologists. Chapter 9. The Kingdom of Axum in modern Ethiopia stood as a powerful trade hub connecting Africa, Arabia, and the Mediterranean. Massive stelae, some over 30 meters tall, required engineering skills still studied today. Coins reveal early economic systems and connections to distant empires. Agricultural terraces supported large populations, blending science and practicality. Axumites mastered metallurgy, architecture, and navigation, using astronomy for trade and agriculture. Though forgotten by many, Axum's legacy demonstrates how knowledge of the Earth, stars, and resources can create thriving civilizations that echo through history. Chapter 10. In what is now Laos, the Plain of Jars preserves remnants of an ancient kingdom. Thousands of massive stone jars scattered across valleys hint at burial practices and rituals. Scientists study erosion, transport methods, and placement patterns to uncover how these monuments were made. The civilization remains mysterious, yet evidence of agriculture, trade, and metallurgy emerges. The jars reflect precision, labor, and early engineering science, showing humans can leave enduring legacies even without written records. Forgotten kingdoms like this remind us that innovation often hides in plain sight, awaiting rediscovery. Tons. Their artistry required knowledge of stone physics and transport methods. Olmec cities featured plazas and ceremonial centers, showing early urban planning. They developed calendars and astronomy observations, influencing later civilizations like the Maya. Trade networks spread jade, obsidian, and cacao. Though many aspects remain mysterious, their achievements show how early societies combined engineering, art, and science to create enduring cultural foundations that shaped the Americas for centuries. Chapter 12. In Southeast Asia, the Srivijaya Empire dominated maritime trade for centuries. Their fleets controlled routes between India, China, and the Malay archipelago. Naval logistics required knowledge of monsoon patterns and star navigation. Srivijaya's temples revealed geometric design and hydraulic engineering supporting urban settlements. They exported spices, gold, and textiles, influencing regional economies. Scholars study inscriptions and shipwrecks to understand their maritime mastery. Srivijaya demonstrates how forgotten kingdoms used science, strategy, and culture to thrive, proving that water and weather knowledge can be as powerful as armies on land. Chapter 13. The Kingdom of Urartu, in modern Turkey, excelled in iron and bronze production. Their fortresses on hills used advanced defensive engineering. Irrigation canals carried water from mountains, allowing crops to flourish in harsh terrain. Scholars study metallurgy and hydraulic designs to understand their technology. Urartians traded with Assyria and beyond, showing how science and commerce intertwined. Though eclipsed by neighbors, their innovations in farming, metalwork, and architecture influenced regional civilizations. Forgotten but formidable, Urartu proves that engineering and resource management can sustain powerful kingdoms even in isolated landscapes. Chapter 14. The Etruscans in ancient Italy mastered urban design and metallurgy. Cities had underground drainage, streets, and complex temples. Tomb paintings reveal knowledge of anatomy, astronomy, and chemistry in pigments. They influenced Roman law, architecture, and trade networks. Scholars study their inscriptions and artifacts to uncover lost science and a culture. The Etruscans show how innovation, artistry, and engineering can coexist, shaping future empires. Even without widespread written records, their legacy demonstrates that a civilization's knowledge can endure through monuments, tools, and cultural influence long after it vanishes. Chapter 15. The Minoans of Crete built palaces like Knossos with plumbing and drainage systems centuries ahead of Europe. Frescoes depict maritime trade and agricultural practices. Their sophisticated storage and ventilation systems show practical science in architecture. Trade extended across the Mediterranean, exchanging pottery, metals, and ideas. The mysterious script, Linear A, remains undeciphered, hinting at lost knowledge. Minoans illustrate how ingenuity in building, farming, and commerce can shape cultures. Their art and architecture reveal a kingdom that combined aesthetics with scientific precision, leaving traces that still inspire archaeologists and historians today. Chapter 16. The Khmer Empire, creators of Angkor Wat, engineered massive reservoirs and canals, supporting huge populations. Temples align with solstices, reflecting astronomical knowledge. Stone carving techniques reveal precision and understanding of material science. Extensive road networks connected distant cities, enabling trade and administration. Scholars analyze soil and hydrology to understand agricultural productivity. Khmer civilization shows how science, religion, and culture intertwined to build enduring urban centers. Though parts were abandoned, the remains illustrate how clever water management and architectural mastery can sustain empires in challenging tropical environments. Chapter 17. The Hamar Kingdom in Ethiopia relied on terrace farming and controlled grazing to sustain highland populations. They used locally available stones and soil to prevent erosion, a practical understanding of ecology. Trade in salt, mountains. Oral traditions preserve stories of rulers and innovations. Archaeologists study tools and terraces to reconstruct ancient techniques. Hamar demonstrates that environmental science and practical engineering allowed small kingdoms to survive and thrive. Forgotten by history, their achievements still teach lessons in sustainable agriculture and community planning adapted to extreme terrains. Chapter 18. The Kingdom of Kush, south of Egypt. Thrived along the Nile. They mastered iron smelting, building pyramids smaller than Egypt's but equally precise. Kushite archers dominated battlefields, showing strategic military science. Trade in gold, ivory, and ebony linked them to Africa and beyond. Temples reveal knowledge of astronomy, aligning with celestial events. Kush shows how engineering, science, and culture can blend to create resilient kingdoms. Though overshadowed by Egypt, their monuments and artifacts speak of innovation, power, and mastery of natural resources, leaving clues of forgotten ingenuity along the Nile. Chapter 19. The Mycenaean civilization in Greece fortified cities with massive stone walls. Palaces stored grains, metals, and pottery, reflecting early logistics science. Linear B script records trade and administration. Mycenaeans navigated seas, trading with Crete and Anatolia. Tombs and artifacts reveal understanding of metallurgy and construction. Warfare and diplomacy shaped their rise and fall. Their cities and fortifications demonstrate how early engineering, record-keeping, and strategic planning can sustain complex societies. Though destroyed and forgotten, the Mycenaean legacy influenced classical Greek culture, leaving lessons in organization, science, and architecture. Chapter 20. The Kingdom of Funan in Southeast Asia developed extensive canal systems linking rivers for agriculture and trade. Scholars find evidence of hydraulic engineering supporting rice production. Urban planning included markets, religious centers, and homes aligned with water flow. Funan traded with India and China, exchanging ceramics, spices, and knowledge. Artifacts show understanding of metallurgy and tools. This kingdom demonstrates how water management and urban science were crucial for sustaining ancient populations. Forgotten by history, Funan's remains reveal a civilization that blended geography, engineering, and commerce to thrive in tropical river systems. Chapter 21. The Kingdom of Mitanni in modern Syria ruled using horse cavalry that revolutionized warfare. They bred horses with careful selection, an early form of genetic science. Clay tablets revealed treaties, mathematics, and astronomical observations. Mitanni controlled trade routes connecting Mesopotamia and Anatolia. Their cities featured planned layouts, wells, and defensive structures. Though eclipsed by Assyria and Hittites, Mitanni's mastery of horses, diplomacy, and urban planning highlights how science, strategy, and culture combine to sustain a powerful kingdom forgotten by most history books. Chapter 22. Nabateans' desert cities relied on rainwater harvesting and cistern networks. Petra's carved cliffs include secret aqueducts that channeled water efficiently. Trade in incense and spices made them wealthy, yet survival depended on science applied to the environment. Archaeologists study erosion patterns to understand ancient hydraulic methods. Petra's streets, tombs, and temples reflect advanced engineering without modern tools. This kingdom shows how innovation and adaptation allowed civilization to thrive in harsh climates, even centuries later. Engineers marvel at their ability to manipulate water and rock with precision. Chapter 23. The Lycians of Anatolia built cliffside tombs that demonstrate engineering mastery. Their confederation included multiple city-states with shared defense systems. Stone bridges, aqueducts, and roads show practical understanding of physics and terrain. Lycians traded timber, metals, and pottery with Greece and Persia. Artifacts reveal culture, astronomy, and governance knowledge. Though their language is mostly lost, Lycian achievements in architecture and logistics influenced later civilizations. This kingdom teaches that clever design and cooperation, combined with environmental science, can make even small societies leave lasting marks on history. Chapter 24. In the deserts of Arabia, the kingdom of Qataban flourished, controlling incense trade. Cities had stone streets, marketplaces, and water cisterns to survive harsh climates. Archaeologists uncovered inscriptions recording commerce and governance, hinting at mathematical and administrative science. Trade caravans connected Qataban to Africa and Mesopotamia. Their irrigation techniques show practical knowledge of desert hydrology. Though largely forgotten, Qataban demonstrates how science and culture combine to manage resources, conduct trade, and maintain urban life in an unforgiving environment, leaving traces still studied today. Chapter 25. The Scythians, nomads of the Eurasian steppe, mastered horseback riding and metalwork. Golden artifacts show chemistry and metallurgy skills. Their mobility allowed control over vast territories and trade networks. Archaeologists study burial mounds revealing textiles, tools, and weapons. Scythians combined survival science with art, creating treasures that endure demonstrates how resource management, trade strategy, and environmental understanding allowed a kingdom to flourish, leaving a legacy encoded in Egyptian inscriptions and archaeological finds. Chapter 27. The Luwians in Anatolia built cities with complex fortifications and drainage systems. Their script, hieroglyphic Luwian, recorded laws, trade, and history. Roads and bridges reveal engineering and physics knowledge. Archaeologists discovered metal tools and artifacts indicating skilled craftsmanship. Luwians engaged in trade with Mesopotamia and the Aegean. Though overshadowed by neighbors, their urban planning, metallurgy, and written records illustrate how small kingdoms applied science and organization to thrive. Their legacy reminds us that forgotten civilizations can leave tangible traces of ingenuity for modern scholars. Chapter 28. The Etruscan city of Veii rivaled early Rome with temples, roads, and urban planning. Drainage systems and wells show practical engineering science. Tombs reveal metallurgy, textiles, and artistry. Religious rituals reflected astronomical knowledge, aligning festivals with celestial events. Trade with Greece and the Mediterranean spread cultural and technological ideas. Veii demonstrates how urban design, science, and culture intertwine to create thriving societies. Though eventually absorbed by Rome, its innovations influenced Roman architecture, city planning, and engineering, leaving hidden lessons of forgotten expertise. Chapter 29. The Kingdom of Anga in ancient India controlled fertile lands and river trade. Archaeologists uncovered fortified towns, granaries, and irrigation systems. Coins and inscriptions reveal governance, economy, and early mathematical understanding. Anga engaged in regional trade with textiles, metals, and spices. Efficient water management allowed agriculture to sustain dense populations. Though mostly forgotten today, the kingdom shows how practical science, organization, and commerce shaped regional power. Anga's ruins remind us that knowledge of rivers, soil, and trade can sustain civilizations and leave lasting impacts on history. Chapter 30. The Kingdom of Tarumanagara in Java thrived in tropical rainforests, managing rivers and canals for rice cultivation. Stone inscriptions reveal political and religious systems. Archaeologists study soil and water management, showing sustainable agricultural practices. Trade with India and China brought spices, textiles, and ideas. Urban settlements were carefully managed. Planned to withstand floods and maintain productivity, Tarumanagara demonstrates that environmental science, urban planning, and trade knowledge can enable kingdoms to flourish in challenging ecosystems. Even centuries later, their achievements provide insights into resilience and resource management. Chapter 31. The Sumerians in Mesopotamia developed one of the world's first writing systems, cuneiform, to record trade, laws, and astronomy. Their ziggurats required knowledge of geometry and structural stability. Irrigation canals turned arid land fertile, combining practical science with agriculture. They created the wheel and plow, innovations that spread across civilizations. Though their cities eventually declined, Sumerians show how writing, engineering, and science can shape human progress. Their inventions laid foundations for math, astronomy, and urban planning still studied today. Chapter 32. The Hatti, ancestors of the Hittites, built fortified cities with advanced stonework and defensive layouts. They mastered chariot warfare and iron weapons, requiring metallurgy knowledge. Tablets record treaties, trade, and astronomical observations. Roads connected their cities for commerce and military strategy. Despite being overshadowed by Assyria, Hatti demonstrates how engineering, science, and governance supported a powerful kingdom. Archaeologists study ruins and artifacts to uncover methods in construction, transportation, and weaponry, revealing a civilization that combined intellect, strategy, and innovation to thrive for centuries. Chapter 33. In the mountains of Peru, the Chachapoya, or cloud warriors, built cliffside knowledge of geometry, astronomy, and resource management, leaving traces of innovation for historians and archaeologists to study. Chapter 35. The Muisca Confederation in Colombia developed advanced agriculture, irrigation, and trade networks. Gold and salt were central to economy, requiring extraction and processing skills. They created intricate textiles and pottery, showing chemistry and engineering knowledge. Calendar systems governed planting and festivals. Scholars studied terraces, canals, and artifacts to reconstruct their science and organization. Though conquered by the Spanish, Muisca civilization demonstrates how environmental adaptation, resource management, and cultural knowledge sustain complex societies. Their achievements in agriculture, trade, and craftsmanship remain a testament to ingenuity in pre-Columbian South America. Chapter 36. The Kingdom of Kanem-Bornu in modern Chad and Nigeria thrived for over 1,000 years. They developed sophisticated irrigation too. Textiles and astronomy supported economy and religion. Trade routes carried slaves, salt, and gold across Africa. Scholars study manuscripts and ruins for insight into governance and technology. Kanem-Bornu demonstrates that strategic resource management, science, and culture can support long-lasting civilizations. Though less known today, their innovations in engineering, agriculture, and administration influenced regional history for centuries, leaving traces still studied by modern researchers. Chapter 37. The Phoenicians were maritime masters, colonizing coasts and controlling trade in the Mediterranean. They developed the alphabet, a breakthrough in communication science. Shipbuilding techniques allowed exploration and commerce over vast distances. Cities like Tyre and Sidon thrived on trade in purple dye, glass, and timber. Archaeologists study harbors, tools, and towers, and inscriptions to understand technology and urban planning. Phoenician innovations show how navigation, engineering, and culture can create influential civilizations. Even after conquest, their alphabet and maritime knowledge shaped history, leaving lasting legacies across Europe and the Mediterranean. Chapter 38. The Kingdom of Sogdia in Central Asia controlled Silk Road trade routes connecting China, Persia, and Europe. Cities featured fortified walls, water systems, and markets, showing urban planning knowledge. Coins, textiles, and manuscripts reveal economic and scientific understanding. Sogdians mastered trade logistics and navigation across deserts and mountains. Despite eventual decline, they influenced culture, commerce, and technology along Eurasian corridors. Archaeologists study artifacts and city layouts to reconstruct their ingenuity. Sogdia demonstrates how strategic positioning, environmental adaptation, and trade science can sustain powerful kingdoms even in challenging terrains. Chapter 39. The Kingdom of Khotan on the Southern Silk Road in China thrived on jade, silk, and Buddhism. Irrigation and terrace farming supported agriculture in desert and mountain valleys. Temples and manuscripts reveal astronomical observations and engineering knowledge. Trade connected Khotan to India, Persia, and China. Scholars study ruins, artifacts, and manuscripts to reconstruct their society. Khotan shows how adaptation to environment, commerce, and cultural science creates thriving civilizations. Though mostly forgotten, their innovations in agriculture, trade, and technology shaped Silk Road culture and left a lasting historical footprint. Chapter 40. The Kingdom of Silla in Korea unified the peninsula using advanced metallurgy, including gold and iron for weapons and tools. Fortresses and palaces required architectural and engineering knowledge. Buddhist temples aligned with celestial events, reflecting astronomy science. Road systems facilitated trade and communication across mountains. Scholars study artifacts, inscriptions, and tombs to uncover urban planning, metallurgy, and cultural knowledge. Silla demonstrates how science, religion, and governance work together to build a stable kingdom. Its legacy influenced later Korean culture, showing that forgotten kingdoms leave enduring marks through innovation and infrastructure. Chapter 41. The Kingdom of Uruk in Mesopotamia was one of the world's first cities. Massive walls and temples show advanced construction techniques. Irrigation canals fed crops, demonstrating early water science. Writing in cuneiform recorded trade, laws, and astronomy. Artifacts reveal metallurgy and pottery skills. Trade extended across Mesopotamia and beyond. Though long forgotten, Uruk shows how engineering, planning, and scientific observation created thriving urban centers. Its innovations in agriculture, governance, and technology shaped civilization and laid the foundation for future empires. Chapter 42. The Hansa, or Hanseatic League, in Northern Europe was a commercial network of city-states rather than a single kingdom. They mastered maritime navigation and logistics. Ports, warehouses, and canals demonstrate engineering and organizational skills. Trade in timber, furs, and grain connected cities across the Baltic and North Sea. Legal codes and agreements reflect early economic science. Though eventually eclipsed by nation-states, the Hansa illustrates how cooperation, technology, and commerce enabled small states to thrive collectively, leaving architectural, cultural, and economic legacies that influenced Europe for centuries. Chapter 43. The Kingdom of Larsa in southern Mesopotamia thrived with agriculture, irrigation, and temple-based administration. Water channels regulated crops in arid regions. Clay tablets show mathematics, astronomy, and law. Trade connected Larsa to other Sumerian cities. Archaeologists study fortifications, granaries, and artifacts to understand their urban planning and engineering. Despite being overshadowed by Babylon, Larsa demonstrates how science, governance, and resource management can create durable cities. Its achievements in agriculture and administration influenced neighboring civilizations, leaving lasting lessons in sustainable urban development and technological ingenuity. Chapter 44. The Hattians, pre-Hittite Anatolians, built fortified settlements with careful stonework and water management systems. Agricultural techniques allowed them to thrive in mountainous terrain. Pottery, textiles, and tools revealed technical skills and knowledge of materials. Clay inscriptions provide early historical records. Though absorbed by the Hittites, Hattian innovations influenced later Anatolian civilizations. Their mastery of construction, agriculture, and resource management demonstrates how environmental adaptation and practical science allowed forgotten kingdoms to flourish, leaving archaeological evidence of engineering and cultural sophistication centuries later. Chapter 45. The Kingdom of Aksum in Ethiopia built obelisks over 20 meters tall. reflecting advanced engineering and understanding of weight distribution. Irrigation and terrace farming supported. Dense populations. Trade in gold, ivory, and spices connected Axum to Arabia and the Mediterranean. Coins reveal economic systems and metallurgy. Astronomical observations informed agriculture and religion. Despite fading from global memory, Axum demonstrates how engineering, science, and commerce combine to create a prosperous civilization. Its monuments, trade networks, and agricultural techniques leave lessons for historians and engineers alike. Illustrates how environmental adaptation, engineering, and scientific observation can sustain complex societies, leaving artistic and technological legacies that continue to fascinate scholars today. Chapter 47. The Kingdom of Magadha in ancient India developed strong governance, urban centers, and irrigation systems. Granaries, roads, and reservoirs supported large populations. Coins and inscriptions show economic knowledge and trade networks. Scholars study iron tools, fortifications, and urban layouts to understand their technological and administrative skills. Magadha's innovations in agriculture, urban planning, and governance allowed it to become a powerful kingdom that influenced the rise of later Indian empires. Despite being forgotten, their achievements highlight how science and strategy can sustain civilizations over centuries. So, Chapter 48. The Kingdom of Funan in Cambodia and Vietnam mastered water management with canals, reservoirs, and rice cultivation. Urban planning included markets, religious centers, and transport routes. Trade with India and China brought textiles, spices, and technology. Archaeologists analyze soil and water systems to understand agricultural efficiency. Funan demonstrates how practical science, urban planning, and commerce combine to support thriving civilizations. Though largely forgotten today, its achievements in irrigation, city design, and trade leave lessons in environmental adaptation and socio-economic organization for modern researchers. Chapter 49. The Kingdom of Makuria in Nubia built fortified cities along the Nile with strategic defenses. Agriculture thrived through floodplain management and irrigation. Christian churches and manuscripts reveal astronomy and calendar knowledge. Trade in gold, ivory, and textiles connected Makuria to Africa and the Middle East. Archaeologists study fortresses, canals, and religious sites to reconstruct urban and agricultural systems. Though fading from history, Makuria illustrates how engineering, science, and religion enabled a resilient civilization along the Nile, leaving enduring monuments and lessons in resource management and urban design. Chapter 50. The Kingdom of Srivijaya in Sumatra controlled maritime trade through knowledge of tides, winds, and navigation. Temples revealed geometry and hydraulic engineering supporting settlements. Trade networks connected India, China, and Southeast Asia. Scholars study shipwrecks, artifacts, and inscriptions to reconstruct commerce and urban planning. Srivijaya demonstrates how environmental science, engineering, and diplomacy enabled a powerful kingdom to thrive. Though largely forgotten today, its mastery of maritime logistics and water management left lasting impacts on Southeast Asian culture, trade, and urban development. Chapter 51. The Kingdom of Carthage. In modern Tunisia, thrived on maritime trade and agriculture. Their ports and warehouses reflect urban planning and engineering skills. They developed advanced shipbuilding techniques, navigation science, and trade networks across the Mediterranean. Carthaginians cultivated olives, grapes, and grains using irrigation and terrace farming. Coins and inscriptions reveal economic sophistication. Though destroyed by Rome, Carthage's engineering, commerce, and agricultural practices influenced Mediterranean civilizations. Their legacy demonstrates how science, logistics, and strategy can sustain a prosperous kingdom in both land and sea environments. Chapter 52. The Kingdom of Elam in modern Iran built fortified cities with advanced irrigation and canals. Clay tablets record laws, trade, and astronomy. Metallurgy produced bronze tools and weapons, showing practical science. Elamite trade reached Mesopotamia and beyond, spreading culture and technology. Archaeologists study fortresses, artifacts, and settlements to understand engineering and governance. Though overshadowed by Babylon, Elam demonstrates how urban planning, science, and commerce created resilient civilizations. Their innovations in water management and metallurgy left lasting traces that influenced regional empires for centuries. Chapter 53. The Kingdom of Srivijaya in Sumatra dominated trade through advanced navigation using stars and monsoon knowledge. Ports included warehouses, temples, and marketplaces, showing urban planning and engineering. Rice cultivation relied on canal systems and water control. Artifacts reveal craftsmanship in metal, wood, and textiles. Trade reached India, China, and the Malay Peninsula. Srivijaya demonstrates how environmental science, navigation, and commerce can sustain a maritime kingdom. Though largely forgotten, its achievements in water management, urban design, and trade left enduring cultural and technological legacies in Southeast Asia. Chapter 54. The Kingdom of Tarascan in western Mexico mastered metallurgy, agriculture, and irrigation. Terraces and canals supported crops in mountainous terrain. Gold, copper, and turquoise artifacts reveal chemical and engineering knowledge. Urban settlements included walls, roads, and markets. Scholars study architecture, tools, and textiles to reconstruct their society. Tarascan demonstrates how environmental adaptation, resource management, and craftsmanship sustain. Civilizations. Though eclipsed by the Aztecs, their innovations in agriculture, metallurgy, and urban planning left traces that inform historians and engineers about the ingenuity of forgotten Mesoamerican kingdoms. Chapter 55. The Kingdom of Kushan in Central Asia thrived along Silk Road trade routes. Cities included fortifications, temples, and marketplaces. Irrigation and agriculture sustained populations in arid regions. Coins and inscriptions reveal economic and administrative systems. Artifacts demonstrate craftsmanship in metallurgy, textiles, and ceramics. Kushan culture blended Indian, Persian, and Hellenistic influences. Scholars study ruins, artifacts, and trade patterns to reconstruct society. The kingdom demonstrates how commerce, science, and cultural exchange can create a powerful civilization. Even forgotten, Kushan's innovations influenced regional economies and art for centuries. Chapter 56. the Kingdom of Nok in Nigeria developed early iron smelting techniques. Terracotta sculptures show artistic and scientific skills. Agriculture relied on land management and seasonal cycles. Archaeologists study settlements and tools to understand metallurgy, urban planning, and social organization. Nok demonstrates how science, art, and technology can coexist in early societies. Their iron technology influenced West African kingdoms that followed. Though largely forgotten, the Nok culture leaves enduring evidence of innovation in metallurgy, agriculture, and craftsmanship, showing that ingenuity can flourish long before modern science. Chapter 57. The Kingdom of Ugarit on the Syrian coast developed a cuneiform alphabet that influenced writing systems across the Mediterranean. Cities had fortifications, temples, and marketplaces, showing urban planning and engineering. Trade connected Ugarit to Egypt, Cyprus, and Mesopotamia. Archaeologists studied tablets, artifacts, and city ruins to understand economic, scientific, and cultural practices. Ugarit demonstrates how writing, commerce, and engineering can sustain civilizations. Though eventually absorbed by larger empires, its innovations in literacy, urban planning, and trade left lasting impacts on Mediterranean history and communication. Chapter 58. The Kingdom of Congo in Central Africa built fortified cities and agricultural systems supporting dense populations. Irrigation, terrace farming, and crop rotation show environmental science. Trade in ivory, copper, and textiles connected them to Europe and neighboring kingdoms. Artifacts reveal metallurgy, artistry, and governance knowledge. Scholars study settlements, tombs, and tools to reconstruct society. Congo demonstrates how engineering, agriculture, and resource management sustain kingdoms. Though largely forgotten today, their innovations influenced African political and economic systems, leaving tangible legacies in culture, infrastructure, and craftsmanship. Chapter 59. The Kingdom of Meroe in Nubia thrived along the Nile with iron production, agriculture, and trade. Pyramids and temples demonstrate architectural knowledge and astronomy. Irrigation and land management supported large populations. Trade connected Meroe to Egypt, Arabia, and beyond. Scholars study artifacts, inscriptions, and ruins to understand engineering, metallurgy, and governance. Meroe illustrates how science, urban planning, and commerce can sustain civilizations. Though overshadowed by Egypt, its innovations in ironworking, agriculture, and city planning left enduring legacies for African civilizations and historians studying the ancient world. Chapter 60. The Kingdom of Majapahit in Java controlled maritime trade across Southeast Asia. Cities had canals, reservoirs, and marketplaces showing urban planning and hydraulic engineering. Rice cultivation relied on water management and terrace farming. Trade connected India, China, and the Malay archipelago. Artifacts reveal metallurgy, textiles, and art reflecting technological and cultural knowledge. Majapahit demonstrates how commerce, environmental science, and engineering sustain empires. Though forgotten in modern memory, its innovations in water systems, agriculture, and trade left lasting impacts on Southeast Asian culture and infrastructure. influencing generations that followed. Chapter 61. The Kingdom of Aksum in Ethiopia built monumental stelae and pyramids using advanced stone engineering. Irrigation and terrace farming supported agriculture along the Nile. Trade in gold, ivory, and spices connected Aksum to Arabia and the Mediterranean. Astronomical observations informed calendars and agriculture. Coins reveal economic systems and metallurgy. Despite fading from global memory, Aksum demonstrates how engineering, commerce, and science sustain powerful kingdoms. Its monuments and trade networks leave enduring lessons in architecture, resource management, and cultural innovation for historians and engineers. Chapter 62. The Kingdom of Anuradhapura in Sri Lanka developed complex irrigation networks with tanks and canals, sustaining agriculture for centuries. Stone reservoirs, dams, and reservoirs reflect hydraulic engineering and urban planning. Artifacts show metallurgy, religious structures, and astronomy knowledge. Trade connected Anuradhapura with India, China, and Southeast Asia. Archaeologists study ruins and inscriptions to reconstruct governance and engineering systems. Though largely forgotten today, the kingdom demonstrates how environmental science, resource management, and urban planning allow civilizations to thrive in tropical landscapes, leaving enduring cultural and technological legacies. Chapter 63. The Kingdom of Angkor in Cambodia built Angkor Wat with precise alignment to solstices, showing astronomical knowledge. Reservoirs and canals sustained rice agriculture for millions. Stone construction demonstrates understanding of weight distribution and durability. Urban planning included roads, markets, and religious centers. Scholars study soil, water, and architecture to understand engineering and society. Angkor illustrates how science, engineering, and culture can support a vast kingdom. Though parts were abandoned, its innovations in hydraulics, architecture, and urban design leave lasting legacies still studied by modern engineers and historians. Chapter 64. The Kingdom of Aksum's navy controlled Red Sea trade using knowledge of tides and monsoons. Cities featured stelae, temples, and fortified settlements. Agriculture relied on irrigation and terraces, demonstrating water science. Coins and inscriptions reflect economic and political sophistication. Archaeologists study ruins and artifacts to understand metallurgy, engineering, and trade. Aksum demonstrates how science, commerce, and urban planning sustain powerful kingdoms. Its achievements in navigation, architecture, and agriculture continue to influence historical and engineering studies, leaving evidence of ingenuity in a forgotten African empire. Chapter 65. The Hittite Empire in Anatolia mastered iron metallurgy, chariot warfare, and fortified cities. Clay tablets reveal treaties, law, and astronomy knowledge. Roads and fortresses demonstrate engineering and strategic planning. Trade extended to Mesopotamia and the Mediterranean. Archaeologists study settlements, artifacts, and metallurgy to reconstruct society. Hittites illustrate how science, technology, and governance can create resilient empires. Though eclipsed by Assyria and later empires, their innovations in metallurgy, military strategy, and urban planning left enduring legacies in Anatolia's history and influenced neighboring civilizations. Chapter 66, The Kingdom of Kush in Nubia, mastered ironworking, agriculture, and architecture. Pyramids, temples, and fortresses reflect engineering and astronomy knowledge. Irrigation and terrace farming supported dense populations. Trade networks extended to Egypt, Arabia, and Africa. Archaeologists study artifacts, coins, and ruins to reconstruct governance, technology, and culture. Kush demonstrates how science, engineering, and commerce can sustain a civilization. Though overshadowed by Egypt, its achievements in metallurgy, agriculture, and architecture left lasting cultural and technological legacies, inspiring historians and engineers studying ancient African kingdoms. Chapter 67. The Mycenaean civilization in Greece built fortified palaces and cities with stone walls demonstrating advanced engineering. Linear B script recorded trade, administration, and economy. Roads and bridges connected settlements. Archaeologists studied tombs, pottery, and artifacts to understand metallurgy, architecture, and society. Trade with Crete and Anatolia brought resources and ideas. Mycenaeans show how science, engineering, and administration, hydraulics, architecture, and urban design leave lasting legacies still studied by modern engineers and historians. Chapter 64. The Kingdom of Axum's navy controlled Red Sea trade using knowledge of tides and monsoons. Cities featured stelae, temples, and fortified settlements. Agriculture relied on irrigation and terraces, demonstrating water science. Coins and inscriptions reflect economic and political sophistication. Archaeologists study ruins and artifacts to understand metallurgy, engineering, and trade. Axum demonstrates how science, commerce, and urban planning sustain powerful kingdoms. Its achievements in navigation, architecture, and agriculture continue to influence historical and engineering studies, leaving evidence of ingenuity in a forgotten African empire. Chapter 65. The Hittite Empire in Anatolia mastered iron metallurgy, chariot warfare, and fortified cities. Chapter 69. The Phoenicians were maritime experts, controlling trade across the Mediterranean. Their alphabet revolutionized communication. Shipbuilding and navigation used astronomical observations and knowledge of tides. Ports and warehouses show urban planning and engineering. Trade included timber, glass, and purple dye. Archaeologists study artifacts, inscriptions, and city ruins to understand technology, commerce, and society. Phoenicians demonstrate how navigation, engineering, and culture can sustain a civilization. Though absorbed by larger empires, their innovations in maritime trade and writing influenced Europe and the Mediterranean for centuries. Chapter 70. The Kingdom of Silla in Korea developed advanced metallurgy, including gold and iron tools and weapons. Fortresses and palaces show engineering and architectural knowledge. Buddhist temples align with celestial events, reflecting astronomy science. Roads and settlements demonstrate urban planning. Archaeologists study artifacts, tombs, and inscriptions to understand society. Silla illustrates how science, religion, and governance work together to build stable kingdoms. Though forgotten by many today, their innovations influenced later Korean culture, leaving enduring marks in infrastructure, architecture, and technological development for future generations. Chapter 71. The Kingdom of Srivijaya in Sumatra controlled maritime trade using monsoon knowledge and advanced navigation. Ports, warehouses, and temples show urban planning and engineering. Rice cultivation relied on irrigation canals. Trade reached India, China, and the Malay Peninsula. Artifacts reveal metallurgy, textiles, and art reflecting technological and cultural knowledge. Srivijaya demonstrates how commerce, environmental science, and engineering sustain empires. Though forgotten today, its mastery of water management, urban planning, and trade left enduring impacts on Southeast Asian civilization and culture. Chapter 72. The Kingdom of Nok in Nigeria pioneered iron smelting and agricultural techniques. Terracotta sculptures reveal artistic skill and material science. Irrigation and seasonal planting supported sustainable farming. Archaeologists study tools, settlements, and artifacts to reconstruct metallurgy, engineering, and social organization. Nok demonstrates how science, art, and technology coexisted in early societies. Though largely forgotten, their innovations influenced later West African kingdoms. Their achievements in ironworking, agriculture, and craftsmanship provide enduring lessons in technology, resource management, and creative problem-solving for modern researchers. Chapter 73. The Minoans of Crete built palaces like Knossos with plumbing, drainage, and ventilation systems ahead of their time. Frescoes show maritime trade, agriculture, and daily life. Storage systems and construction demonstrate practical science in architecture. Trade reached across the Mediterranean, spreading pottery, metals, and ideas. Linear A script remains undeciphered, hinting at lost knowledge. Minoans illustrate how innovation in building, farming, and commerce can shape culture. Their architecture and art reveal a kingdom combining aesthetics with scientific precision, leaving traces that inspire archaeologists and historians today. Chapter 74. The Kingdom of Majapahit in Java controlled trade across Southeast Asia. Canals, reservoirs, and marketplaces demonstrate urban planning and hydraulic engineering. Rice cultivation relied on water management and terraces. Trade connected India, China, and the rest of them, and the Malay archipelago. Artifacts reveal metallurgy, textiles, and art reflecting technological knowledge. Majapahit shows how environmental science, engineering, and commerce sustain civilizations. Though largely forgotten today, its innovations in water systems, agriculture, and trade left lasting impacts on Southeast Asian culture and infrastructure, influencing generations that followed. Chapter 75. The Kingdom of Aksum in Ethiopia built monumental stelae and pyramids, demonstrating advanced stone engineering. Terrace farming and irrigation supported dense populations. Trade in gold, ivory, and spices connected Aksum to Arabia and the Mediterranean. Astronomical observations inform and technology coexist in early societies. Though largely forgotten, their innovations influenced later West African civilizations. Their achievements in metallurgy, agriculture, and craftsmanship provide enduring evidence of ingenuity, resourcefulness, and creative problem-solving for modern researchers. Chapter 80. The Phoenicians were maritime masters, controlling Mediterranean trade. Their alphabet revolutionized communication. Shipbuilding and navigation relied on astronomical observations and understanding tides. Ports and warehouses reflect urban planning and engineering. Trade included timber, glass, and purple dye. Archaeologists study artifacts, inscriptions, and ruins to reconstruct commerce, technology, and society. Phoenicians show how navigation, engineering, Chapter 77. The kingdom of Kush in Nubia thrived along the Nile with ironworking, agriculture, and architecture. Pyramids, temples, and fortresses reflect engineering and astronomy knowledge. Irrigation and terrace farming supported large populations. Trade networks reached Egypt, Arabia, and Africa. Archaeologists study artifacts, coins, and ruins to reconstruct governance, technology, and culture. Kush demonstrates how science, engineering, and commerce sustain civilizations. Though overshadowed by Egypt, its innovations in metallurgy, agriculture, and construction left lasting cultural and technological legacies, inspiring historians and engineers studying African kingdoms today. Chapter 78. The Mycenaean civilization in Greece built fortified palaces with massive stone walls. Linear B script recorded trade, administration, and economy. Roads and bridges connected settlements. Archaeologists studied tombs, pottery, and artifacts to understand metallurgy, construction, and society. Trade with Crete and Anatolia brought resources and knowledge. Mycenaeans demonstrate how engineering, administration, and science support complex societies. Though destroyed and forgotten, their innovations influenced classical Greece, leaving lessons in urban planning, architecture, and organization that continue to inform historians and engineers. Chapter 79. The Kingdom of Nok in Nigeria developed early iron smelting, pottery, and agriculture. Terracotta sculptures reflect artistic and scientific knowledge. Seasonal planting and irrigation supported sustainable farming. Archaeologists study settlements, tools, and artifacts to reconstruct metallurgy, engineering, and social organization. Nok demonstrates how science,